are you doing here? I'm in my kimono. You're not supposed to be here. I was practicing my karate. How dare you? I'm in my sanctimonious temple. You dare? I'm in my famous kimono. You see this shit? You see that? This is my private time. Why are you here? I know why you're here. You know what? I know exactly why you're here. You're trying to figure your shit out in life. You? Well, good luck. The only way you're going to do that is by sticking around till the end of the episode. And also making sure you leave a like and a comment. Don't even have to subscribe, guys. For the algo. Goodness. I still can't believe you broke into my house. But since you're here, you want to learn what it means to be successful. What a task. What is being successful? Is it just money? Or is it happiness? Now that, my friends, is a great question. Is it the balance of the two? That's a question for you, buddy. But on today's episode, I'm going to be trying my best to guide you through this madhouse. This madhouse that we have floating in space. We are floating, gliding through the cosmos. Are there other universes? Are there other humans out there? Is the Anunnaki real? These are things we have to know. Cheers. But seriously, in order to figure out what you want to do requires some semblance of self-awareness. Some. Which means you need to wake up, man. This is the time. If you're seeing this, and if you even want to take this remotely serious, find something that interests you and go deep. Go deeper than you've ever gone before on anything. That will teach you a thing or two. You can just prove to yourself that you can learn something about something that you had no idea about before. This is based, in my opinion. If you can even get some sort of a semblance of information and you're able to distribute that in a non-annoying, non-yappy way. Sorry, my kimono guy fucked up and made it a little too big, so you have to forgive me. I don't know if there's supposed to be a pin in this thing, but it wasn't included. Okay, it wasn't included. But hyper analyzation of your own life. When you look in your past, what are some things that you considered yourself good at? What are some things some other people said you were good at? You know, like for me, it's talking. I love yapping. I can conversate with anyone. I've always been told, you know, I can turn people into open books. It's what I love to do. I love doing this shit, as you can tell. But maybe your thing is math. Maybe your thing is leading. Maybe your thing is literature. I sure hope not, because you're not going to make a lot with literature, folks. Historians don't make a lot of money. You'll make more money as a garbage man. And no, not shitting on garbage people. But you're a garbage man. So take that as you will. That is your title in the world. You are a garbage man. That is your title. That shouldn't be your goal. That should be something you slip into. Okay? But really, look back, think about things that can sort of connect. You know, like, fucking, I don't know, dude. Like, for talking, the way I realized it is I always just thought back to the one thing that I could always rely on, and that's being able to spark up a conversation and kind of break the ice. You know, a good way you could practice that is if somebody annoys you, like the annoying person, deal with their bullshit for even a single conversation. Give bro the time of day. For real. And obviously all this comes from being interpersonal, but that's just me. You got to find your own thing. Do you like building shit? Is that what you like to do? When you were a kid, did you play with Lincoln Logs and like Legos, and you tried to build the highest skyscraper? Because I sure did. You know, maybe that's you. Maybe you've always been drawing shit. Maybe you've always been drawing like fucking blueprints, or you've always been into analytics. You're into like fucking police shit. You've always been interested in like, why do I think this way? Why do they think this way? How do brains work? You could be a neuroscientist. Listen, guys, it's infinite possibilities at the end of the day, but it takes some self-reflection. And I wish I could give you the answer. If you don't know what you want to do, sales. Sales, you try it. Try it. If you feel like you're at a fucking 9 to 5, hate your life, every day you want to die, go apply at a car sales job, quit that fucking gig immediately. Go find like some sales, unless you're retarded. Okay? Don't do that unless you're really in a pinch. If you have a good stable career, do not throw your life away. Okay? I'm talking to the people at the bottom of the barrel. Okay? Pure bottom. Get a sales gig, get a car sales gig, go work at a phone store or whatever, or go in the trades. Do you want to do some welding? Welders make a lot of fucking money. Same thing with electricians, man. And the younger you are, the better. At the end of the day, dude, if you're 18 and watching this, if you decided you wanted to be an electrician now, you could start studying that shit at school, okay? You could easily get a gig if you apply and say, "Yeah, no, I've been doing this shit all throughout high school." Same thing goes for electricians, same thing goes for welding, same thing goes for like fucking what are they called? Carpenters. Um or the people that make shit. You know what I'm saying? I forget what it's called. Like, oh, I forget. I forget it. It's people who make furniture and shit. A craftsman or whatever. A blacksmith. All that kind. I mean, yeah, a blacksmith or cars. If you've always had an interest in cars ever since you were a kid, if you liked how cars look, if you like how cars work, maybe that's your shit. Maybe you should learn how to be a fucking car tech and make easy like 100,000 a year. Easy. $150 a year. Yeah. Seriously. Go work at a fucking any Mercedes dealership. Go apply to be a fucking tech. They always need one. I see the listings. Go try it. I bet you'll get it. I bet you'll get the fucking gig. But that's one thing. That's that doing that self-reflection, figuring out what interests you. That's one. That's part numero uno. Okay, that's a big part. It's the biggest part. But that part will kill you. You full send that, you're dead. Stressed, goner. Don't forget about happiness. There's a lot of people that will say that happiness, you're not supposed to be happy, you're supposed to go through trials and tribulations. I get it. I understand what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is, whether I agree with it or not, people are self-diagnosing themselves as depressed. Okay? It is a problem, but it's real. So we have to deal with the suicides. I haven't seen the suicide numbers. I'll be the first to admit it, but guys, you really find yourself a group. find yourself a group of people who you can connect with and who you can bond with and who you can genuinely talk to, even if it's just one dude out of the group, for real. It is so crucial. It is so crucial just for your development as a person. If you really want to find out who you are, it comes from the criticisms of others, guys. It comes from the laughs and the making fun of, calling each other gay, calling each other retarded, and much worse things. But it comes from that. That's what makes you grow stronger as a person, is taking that ridicule, taking it on the chin, and being able to give it right back. And that's life, man. You have to learn to roll with those punches sometimes. And it's going to hurt. And you're going to get a couple black eyes. But the next time life throws that punch, dodge out of the way. Fucking hit that hand. Hit that hand away from your face. You'll be able to handle that shit better when it comes from someone you don't give a fuck about. If your friends are calling you gay, we'll say, I was going to say something worse, guys. That day's coming where we can, but today is not the day, I don't think. If all your homies are calling you like a queer bag, we'll say that. That's a little more edgy, right? And those are your boys. One day, hypothetically, somebody calls you a queer bag, you're desensitized to it, brother. You're desensitized to that shit. Ain't a problem for you. You've heard that shit 1,000 times. You're in a road rage? You're angry? Okay, I'm just gonna keep on driving. I don't give a fuck. Dude, the shit that I have heard people say out of anger, the shit I have said out of anger, it's insane. It's crazy. The state that we get when we get so angry. And you know what those people are? Those people, and if that's you, I'm speaking to you. You're lost, man. You're lost. In the time from your birth to now, you have become somebody who snaps in traffic. Now, I'll admit, I've had my fair share of angry moments on the road. But to be fair, when I think back to it, those motherfuckers kind of, like, there was this one guy, and he was in the exit, and this was on a highway. Like, you're not supposed to pull out in front of cars on a fucking highway, guys, unless you have enough room, or if you're going fast enough. I'm telling you, this guy went through the exit at about 20 miles an hour. I almost had to completely stop my car. That's not what made me pissed. What made me pissed is when I was gonna pass him, and then he turned in my lane. I turned in the other lane, he turned in that other fucking lane. It drove me nuts because I knew he was fucking with me. And so what I did was I drove really quick ahead of him, and then I stopped my car, and I respectfully called him a fucking retard, and then I proceeded to drive away. I made him pull over, guys. Fuck that. You can't do shit like that and get treated like a normal bipedal ape. You are now pure chimp, and I do not accept you as part of my species. You are a monster. You are subhuman, if you will. So yeah, listen, I'm just talking about the mental capacity. I don't know who they were, but I'm thinking they were probably 99% chimpanzee. That's neither here nor there. We're going to take a little rip. Just a little one. Just a little one! Get uncomfortable. That's the other thing I really want to say. We talked about it. Comfort kills. We made a whole episode about it. But I'm just going to say, man, if you're in a situation and you know the problems, and the problems, they happen often. But some days you have a good day. And that good day makes you forget about all the bullshit. makes you forget about all of it. And so that pain you had was very, very temporary. Your goal is to hold on to that pain. Remember what it's like to have this pain. Don't ever forget it. This pain is important. Now, I'm going to say, for people like myself, and I'm trying to find my way off the path, but I do smoke when I get home from work. I don't smoke at work, but we be blazing. I'm actually thinking about packing a little bowl here right now, if that's okay with you guys. I might actually pause the video so you don't have to watch that, but that's how I'm feeling right now. But find a way to cope. Seriously, find a way to cope with it, but at the same time, you don't want to cope with it in a toxic way to where you forget. And this is the complexity of life. This is where things get a little tricky. And from experience, there's no amount of thinking that can get you out of it. If you know, actually, that you're trying your best, that you know it, then what is the stress doing for you? If you're already doing everything you can, this is how you create anxiety. I'll admit I have my moments. But man, oh man, we are so weird. We would rather have a lengthy dose of suffering rather than take a risk to end that suffering. Even if it's not even inherently a risk. Sometimes we'll hear things that sound like sure things, but at the end of the day, oh, now I got to learn something new. Oh, now I have to be around new people. Oh, you get comfy, man. You get so comfy that you forget you're being so mean to yourself. Stop fucking hurting yourself. It's like you're cutting yourself every time you feel that anger, every time you feel that pressure, and then you just let it go. That's okay if you're making $70K a year. That's fine. That's okay. If you're making the big bucks and you're stressed, well, that's the part 2, guys. I truly and firmly believe behind every great man is a loving wife. Truly. I really believe that. You know? And if you can't find that, which is an epidemic right now, because women are crazy, obese, libs, who want men to conform to them, but don't want anyone to conform, or they don't want to conform for anyone. They're perfect, but everyone's flawed. I get it, guys. Understand completely, you know, but that's where the group comes in. That's where having that one homie that you can vent to comes in, you know, and a lot of us don't have that. A lot of us, we are unable to even find that in ourselves, man. It's brutal. And it's so hard to do it alone. And I get it. The pain that you feel, the stress that you feel, it's valid. The way that you feel is valid. It's just you can take that and you can use that. You can use that as, okay, I'm gonna beat myself up for it. And I'm always gonna remember this pain. I'm always gonna remember it. And I'm just gonna sink. And that's what people do. They sink. They sink deeper into the fucking Alice in Wonderland, Alice going down the rabbit hole, man. You just keep sinking deeper because you think, well, if this is bad, Oh my goodness! This other thing, this is hell. This is gonna be hell. You might be right about that. In some instances, let me tell you, I've had a lot of interviews in the last few months. A lot. I've seen hell. I know what hell looks like, and it looks like a bunch of metal shelves with cardboard boxes, and you're picking out individual nuts and bolts and parts. Guys, I've seen hell. And there's like 100 shelves, and they all have like 30 fucking guys. No headphones allowed. And it's 15 an hour before taxes. Oh yeah, hell. I looked at the people in there. They're suffering. I shit you not. I shit you not. I saw their faces. They looked like they were dead. One of my favorite and I can't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorite lines from Sam. It's not one of his my favorite jokes. Sam Hyde. He said, "Imagine if I, oh my gosh, Fallout New Vegas is still, I accidentally unpaused it. But one thing he said is, I have a gun. I have a gun. And this gun, when I shoot you with it, your soul goes to hell. But everyone on Earth can still see you walking around as if you're alive. You're still acting like, you're a person, kind of. Something's missing, but could you imagine if I had a gun like that? Could you? I think that those are invisible bullets that we shoot ourselves with. I think we punish ourselves so fucking bad, dude. I really do. I think that we punish ourselves and we don't even know it. I know a guy who says he can't get a new job because his phone's fucked up. He's been saying his phone's fucked up for about a year and a half now. He doesn't want a new phone. Doesn't want a new job. He's making as much as me. Maybe a little less, actually, because he doesn't work as many days. That's reality, bro. For some people, that's them. Why do you think we're scared of the dark? It's because it's the unknown. When you walk in the dark, when you walk in the pitch black, you don't know what you're walking into. There could be anything in there. There could be death, there could be life, there could be infinite. And so, even if in this bright room there are so many flaws, there's so much hurt. Well, at least I don't have to wander over there. At least I know the pain I should be expecting. I know the pain. I can probably get used to it. I can numb myself after a certain amount of time. Muscle memory, I'll just get better. I'll be better. I'll do better. And you tell yourself this. And it's a mantra. You repeat to yourself over and over. Oh, I'll do better here. You're going to do better? You're going to work harder? Are they paying you more? Or is it the same job, it's just the expectations have changed? Maybe the expectations were never right to begin with. Maybe you had a different idea about reality in your situation. And now that you're finally in reality, you can't handle it. Or you can handle it, but I can only handle this. If it's this bad here, imagine how bad it is over there. Oh my God, it's horrifying. The monster's under the bed, trying to grab your legs and pull you down. Yep, it's the unknown, folks. Don't be comfy. Can't stress that enough. I really can't. You need to find a way. And you will. You will. I promise. If you're actually listening to this and you want better for yourself, that's already the first step. Dude, People make it to their 40s without seeing an issue. Yeah. Yeah. People die, and on their deathbed, they're crying and they're freaking out because they realize they wasted their whole life. Yeah. So if you could figure this out now, you figure it out now that all this that I'm saying is true. Man, how good will your life be? Try your best not to get comfy. Try your hardest. But understand, on the same note, sometimes you have to grind. But understand when an opportunity is promoting growth versus when an opportunity is simply stimulating the moment. It's a momentary bit of how do I explain it? It's a temporary progression. Temporary regression. Oh my God. Temporary progression, long-term regression. Yeah. Yep. That's true, guys. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't. We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it sweet. Find something that makes you happy. Think about things that you did as a kid that you can still do. Just try. Try painting. Try drawing. Go write fucking lyrics to a song you're never going to sing. Or go sing the song. Use a fake name. Upload that shit to SoundCloud where no one will ever hear it, but at least you can get that creativity out. You need to have an output. How much of other people are you taking in? How many ideas from others are you taking in without properly running them past the mainframe? Seriously. This is a real question. Are you just trying to be somebody else? Are you? Or are you trying to master yourself? There's a difference. There's a difference between trying to completely change who you are as a person and taking applicable information and pulling that from other people and then applying it to yourself. Or to your own philosophy, to your own morals, to your own ethics, to whatever. Just try. Just try, guys. And I think we're gonna pack a little bowl here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, guys. We're not gonna pause it. We're not pausing it. We're just gonna keep it held up. Oh, also, in case you guys ever wanted to see the pack, that's all we got left out of the baggie. But you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna buy another one. Yeah, I think I will. I was a little hesitant at first, but I think it's just a good idea, you know? Fuck it. Saves a lot of money. It's better than buying eighths, that's for damn sure. Plus, if you got good plugs, you know what I'm saying? Legit. Them good plugs. But, guys, I think overall your main goal should be try to lock down a hobby. Try to find a new show to watch. I know everyone will rag on that like it's a waste of time, but man, how much time do you got? Yeah, how much time do you have to take yourself too seriously, man? Now we're just repeating all the old episodes. Now that's all that's happening here. Goodness gracious. What are you guys smoking on? Leave a comment. Actually, don't comment that. Comment down below your personal tips to your fellow commenters on how if you can make your life more successful in just a few short sentences. what are your strategies for how you gain success or how you plan to be successful? And also share what your goals are. Share one goal. If you don't want to write all that other shit, just share one goal in the comments that you plan to achieve within this year. Oh, that's actually another really good bit of advice. If you are aiming to achieve something and you really actually want it done, two things. Write it in a physical notebook and set a schedule. You have to treat it like a boring 9 to 5. It's the only way. Set a schedule. Say I'm going to study, and if you only have an hour, then use that 30 minutes. Use that 45 minutes. But I'm going to study from 9:15 to 10. I'm gonna do what I have to do in between this time. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna turn my phone on do not disturb. I'm gonna put quiet mode on my PC, and I'm just gonna grind. If you really want it, that's accomplished. That's easily accomplished. But seriously, and if you care enough, you're gonna write it in a physical notebook. If you care, you will. And one last thing, have a date when you plan to have it done. So say I want to have my broker's license by the end of this year. I want to get my national fucking broker license this year, by the end of this year. But stick to that. And if you want to accomplish that, there's only one way, the boring way. The boring way. You absorb information better when you're bored. This is true. And on the days that you want to study, maybe don't go on your phone as soon as you get off work. Maybe strain from the pot. Withhold from the pot. With strain? I don't think that's a word. Withhold from the marijuana. Give yourself that dopamine after. Seriously. Very important, man. Very important you control your dopamine and serotonin. Look at that blank wall for an hour, bro. Look at it. But we're going to take a cheers. I'm going to let you guys get out of here for real. Cheers, folks. Should be good. Just remember, ride the fucking tiger, baby. Ride the tiger. But yeah, guys. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Stay safe. I love and appreciate you. And also comment down below what we should call this shit. That last video got 0 views. It's sitting at 0 views. Got to get to 1. We got to get to 1, guys. Come on. I'm going crazy. I'm going nuts.